How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero and welcome back to another reaction video. This time we are reacting to What If We Nuke a City by In a Nutshell. Alright, so I am beyond excited to go back to In a Nutshell. I missed his videos oh so much. But so might as well do all week nothing but In a Nutshell videos for confiscating for lost time. So that's exactly what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to do this one today, and then I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to do the ant one, and then I'm going to do the, I believe the other one was an ocean one. I just see the thumbnails, so I'm assuming that's what it was talking about. So I want to jump straight into this. Without any further ado, here is What If We Nuke a City by In a Nutshell.
Playing around with nuclear weapons in videos is fun. There's a visceral joy in blowing things up and a horrifying fascination with things like fireballs, shockwaves, and radiation.
Just blow everything
and
up.
It does help put
like the last video I reacted
to. It's not the best way of understanding the real impact of a nuclear explosion. This isn't about city stacks of TNT or about how bright an explosion is. Nuclear weapons are about you.
Me?
So we've partnered with the Red Cross and Red Crescent movement to explore what would really happen if a nuclear weapon were detonated in a major city today.
Okay, this will be
Not
really interesting.
War, just one explosion.
One explosion, one city. Let's do this. I'm beyond excited to get back to his videos. I don't think you understand. I missed him so much.
We begin our story in the middle of downtown in a major city.
Okay.
People are going to work,
not named,
studying for exams, are lost in their thoughts and daily lives.
And jump roping.
Right here, a nuclear weapon is detonated and time freezes.
Oh.
The first phase of the explosion happens within less than a second. In a millisecond, a ball of plasma hotter than the sun appears and grows in a fireball to more than 2 kilometers across. Within this ball, everyone is just gone. Think of water dripped onto a very hot pan. A sizzle, and then there's nothing.
God.
Most buildings, cars, trees, tacky sculptures, and people.
He did say millisecond, right? That is
First, the
crazy.
Flash, an intense tsunami of light washes over the city in an instant. If you happen to have your head pointed in the direction of the explosion, it renders you blind for a few hours.
Yeah.
The heat of this light produces a thermal pulse. So energetic and hot that it just burns everything as far as 13 kilometers from the detonation site. What this means is that everything in an area of 500 square kilometers that is able to burn starts burning. Plastic, wood, fabric, hair, and skin.
Ouch.
If you happen to be in reach of the thermal pulse, one moment you're on your way to work, the next moment you're on fire. Now the second phase begins.
This is
it
crazy.
happens in a few seconds.
Man, I knew it would be.
Most people will now first notice that something is wrong, but it's already too late for hundreds of thousands. The flash is followed by the shockwave. The heat and radiation of the fireball create a bubble of superheated and supercompressed air around it that's now expanding explosively. Faster than the speed of sound, creating winds stronger than hurricanes and tornadoes. Human infrastructure is no match for its power. Most major buildings within a kilometer of the fireball are just ground up down to their base. Only steel-reinforced concrete is able to partially resist the pressure. In the surrounding parks where retirees feed the ducks, trees blackened and smoldering from the heat a second before snap.
Why did you have to add the feed the ducks part?
If you're outside, you get tossed away like a grain of dust in a tornado.
Wow.
The shockwave weakens as it travels outwards, but still, about 175 square kilometers of houses collapse like they're made of cards, trapping tens of thousands of people who didn't have any time to react. Gas stations explode and fires spread throughout the rubble. A mushroom cloud made from the remains of the fireball, dust and ash rises kilometers into the sky in the next few minutes and casts a dark shadow over the ruined city.
Oh man.
This violently pulls in fresh air
music too,
the city,
just adds
destroying
to
more
it.
buildings and providing an abundance of oxygen. It depends on the city what happens next. If there's enough fuel, fires may turn into a firestorm that burns the rubble, everybody trapped in it, and people trying to flee the devastation. Up to 21 kilometers from the explosion, people just like you rush to their windows to take pictures of the mushroom cloud, unaware that the shockwave is still coming at them, about to shatter their windows and create a blizzard
But
of
nah,
sharp
gotta
glass.
update my profile pic, yo.
The third phase begins in the coming hours and days. We're used to the idea that help will come, no matter the disaster. This time is different. A nuclear explosion is like every natural disaster at once. There are hundreds of
That is so
thousands
sad.
of millions of people with serious injuries, lacerations, broken bones, serious burns. In the next few minutes and hours, thousands more will die because of these injuries.
They're just trying to crawl to the ambulance.
Countless people are trapped in collapsed buildings like in earthquakes, or blinded by the flash, deaf from the blast wave, and unable to flee through streets impassable with rubble and debris.
Oh,
They're
man.
terrified, confused, and don't know what's happened to them or why.
Because it
Most
just
likely,
happens
many
so
hospitals have been
fast.
leveled along with all the other buildings, and most medical professionals are either dead or injured along with everyone else.
No.
The survivors lucky enough to have been in metro tunnels or standing in the right place to be unburned and unhurt won't have truly escaped harm yet. Depending on the type of weapon, where it explodes, and even the weather, an awful black rain can begin, with
Whoa.
radioactive ash and dust descending on the city, covering everything and everyone. The
I
invisible,
know, like, radiation and
malicious,
stuff, but I didn't know
silent
it would
horror
be,
of
like, black.
radiation takes
That's
its turn. Every
crazy.
breath carries poison to the lungs of the survivors. Over the coming days, the people who receive the highest doses of radiation exposure will die. There will be no help, not for hours or maybe even days.
Oh,
Civilization
no.
doesn't operate when there is a total breakdown of infrastructure. Roads are blocked, train tracks warped, runways cluttered with rubble. No water, no electricity, no communication, no stores to replenish supplies from. Help from surrounding cities will have a hard time entering the disaster zone, and even if they can, the radioactive contamination will make it risky to get too close. After a nuclear attack, you're on your own. So, bit by bit,
That's
people
so
emerge
sad.
from
I
the
know you
rubble
added
on
the
foot,
kid with the
contaminated
teddy bears
radioactive
there
fallout,
just to make me feel
carrying what
worse.
little they may have left. They are slow, in pain, traumatized, and they all need food, water, and medical treatment fast. And the damage done by a nuclear weapon doesn't end when the fires burn out and the smoke clears. The hospitals in the neighboring cities are under-equipped for a disaster of this scale and overwhelmed with tens or hundreds of thousands of patients with serious injuries.
My God.
In the weeks, months, and years to come, many of those who survived will succumb to cancers like leukemia. The reason no government wants you to think about all this is because there is no serious humanitarian response possible to a nuclear explosion. There's no way to really help the immediate victims of a nuclear attack.
But a lot of
This is
people
not a
say it's
hurricane,
destined to
wildfire,
happen.
or earthquake, or nuclear accident. It is all of these things at once, but worse. No nation on Earth is prepared to deal with it.
That's crazy.
The
This
world
is
has
just
changed in the
one
past few
bomb.
years, with world
One
leaders
city.
again explicitly and publicly threatening each other with nuclear weapons. Many experts think the danger of a nuclear strike is higher than it has been in decades. Governments tell their citizens that it's good that we have nuclear weapons,
No,
but
it's
it's
not.
bad when anyone else gets them. That it's somehow necessary to threaten others with mass destruction to keep us safe. But does this make you feel safe?
No.
It only takes a small group of people with power to go crazy or rogue, a small misstep or a simple misunderstanding
Yep.
to unleash a catastrophe of unimaginable proportions.
Should have never made nukes in the first
Exploding
place.
stuff
Like,
in
why?
videos is fun. Exploding things in real life, not so much.
Exactly.
There is a solution though. Eliminating all nuclear weapons and vowing never
I
to
just
build
said
them
that.
again. In 2017, almost 2/3 of all the world's countries, supported by hundreds of civil society organizations and the International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement, agreed to prohibit and eliminate nuclear weapons.
Good for y'all.
It's not about who has nuclear weapons and who doesn't. The weapons themselves are the problem. They are deeply immoral and an
Yeah.
existential threat to all of us. No matter what country you come from, no matter what political side you find
Got a
yourself
little
on,
goosebumps there.
we need to demand that they disappear forever. This will not happen without pressure. If you want to be part of this pressure, there are things you personally can do too. Visit notonukes.org to learn more about nuclear
All
weapons
right.
and what you can do about them.
Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, that was good. Like, I already knew it was gonna be good. But alright, yeah, that was crazy. That was really, really crazy. I know, like, the whole, like, what if we detonated all nuclear bombs at once video, that one was, like, scaled up to, like, an 11, because it was literally every nuclear bomb. But, this one, it's just, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, the humanity part of it, I guess. Like, he focused more on that in this video, because it was just one bomb, one city. I keep repeating that, but that's what it is. But, that was devastating. Like, I knew it was gonna be bad, but some stuff I didn't know. Like, I did not know it was gonna rain black, the radiation stuff. But, I knew there was gonna be radiation, but that's crazy. Just the shockwave alone, like, in that 1 millisecond, just that ball of death, I'm gonna call it, but super, super enjoyable, like always. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like down below, because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this one. So with that said, I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later days!